What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, C-Zar Gets Crypto. I had a little glitch, so I restarted this video, and I've got this channel drawn on it right now. This is, from low to high. I think we're in this channel. It looks pretty respectable to me. Maybe if we zoom in on a daily time frame. Yeah, I think this is drawn properly, so I kind of like this. Maybe it's off a little bit. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we can tighten it up a little bit. I don't know. I like it. I think it's fine. This was a hell of a bad week, I think, that Bitcoin had. Look at, we had a red week here, and then you went all the way up to engulf it, but you just rejected it. I do think we go lower. I by no means, I guess I'm going to have to delete that channel. I worked so hard to draw it. I by no means think that that's a top and that this is a double top. By no means do I think that. By no means do I think we go lower than this low here. Somewhere in between, very likely. Somewhere very in between, very likely. So I'm going to put my channel back on here. Maybe we hit the base of this channel. We go down. And at the current week, if we were this week, I doubt we have a bearish week that goes all the way to the bottom of this channel. But if we were, that would give us a price around 27K, which is kind of the lower range that I'm expecting us to go anyway. So that wouldn't be bad. That's literally right at the 618. Like couldn't be more perfect. Like right there at the 618. So that's not a bad thing. Bouncing off the 618 is not a bad thing. Again, I'm using this high instead of this high because this was a fake out. It was a fake move, literally, right? You look at the daily. This was a classic fake out. I'm not measuring from this high. I might measure from that high if I was to go, from like this low to this high and get a fib, a more immediate fib or something like that. But I'm not doing that for this overall move when I look at it on the weekly. Maybe I could, maybe it would be more significant, but the fact that this bottom to top, the 618's right there, I feel like this is fine. I do think we go lower. I do think that we go lower. We might go to the 618. We might go to the 382. We might go somewhere in between. I don't know. But that's kind of the range I would expect. So anywhere between 28.7K to 27K, 27.1, something like that. I would expect that we go there. I don't think that we would go to 27.1 this week if we were to go that low. We could go to 28.6K this week. That is totally possible. That's not too far away for Bitcoin. That is possible. But regardless, ultimately, I think we're going to take these highs out and make our next leg up. I do think we're in this ascending channel here. And just because we're in it doesn't mean that once we go up, it doesn't mean that we can't break out of it. We can break out of ascending channels. You can break out of them bullishly just like you can break out of them bearishly. And then oftentimes what you'll do if you do break out of it, you will find support on it and then continue to go higher. Very classic behavior, actually, whenever you're seeing parabolic moves. But at the moment, this is it's pretty fair, right? We've, for like the last year, I guess not the last year, but a little less than a year, we've been in this channel. It looks to me like we've been in this channel. Let's go on the daily and stop talking so much. Looking at the daily, getting rid of the channel. Let's see. Bearish engulfing candle, haven't had any price action. I do think this looks more and more to me like a dead cat bounce. If we were to bounce, I would assume we would have done it already. I would assume so. I think there's a lot of people underwater right now, and they're probably scared. They're like, if Bitcoin goes below this level here, I will sell. I will sell if it goes below here, but it hasn't done it yet, so I'm not doing it. And then once we go below there, people are going to panic sell. It'll probably have a flash crash down to around like 28.6K or lower, and that'll be the bottom. And then it'll go back up in spectacular fashion above where people sold, and they'll be like, shit, what was I thinking? It's very common. It's just very common. We're in this descending kind of range with the RSI itself, right? You can see we've got this going on. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit more broad than that. I don't know. I don't know, man. Something. That's kind of more level, but I don't know. It's definitely lower lows and lower highs. We did have double bullish, or is that triple? We had double bearish divergence playing out off of this move. It just happened. It literally just happened. I do think that we go lower. And again, guys, just kind of the same stuff I've been saying. Between 28.6K and 27K, somewhere in that range. It could very well bottom at 28.6K. It could very well bottom there. It doesn't have to go much lower than that. But regardless, I do think that we get below this purple line somewhere. And as the days go on, this purple line is only going to increase in value. So So that's only better for, I guess, the bullish case. But wherever we bottom, it'll probably very likely be below this purple line. We might not close below it like we did here. We might just wick below it. We might bounce right off it, but I would think at least somewhere around this purple line is where we're going to go. I doubt that we don't at least touch it. Currently, that's my perspective. We are holding above the 50, which is a good thing for Bitcoin, but all the state needs to do is close red, and then we're below the 50, and that would be bad. What would really solidify this move to the downside would be closing a day below 29.886K. Closing below basically $29,900. If we have a day that closes below this line here, that would definitely be indicative that this move to the purple line or lower would be in full effect and would probably be happening more immediately. We do, this is kind of uncommon. We have some common behavior. I know I talked about the diamond top, guys. If you missed the video, I did talk about this in a few of my videos. We have this like diamond formation here where, let's see if I can draw it. Yeah. Dun da 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 da. Something like that. I don't know. It was a diamond top. It was definitely a diamond top. And this is very classic behavior, okay? This is very classic to break out of it one way and then come all the way back down, have a false move, and then eventually go back higher. And this move could go dramatically lower than that and then go higher. This is very common diamond behavior. What's not common is the fact that we've been lagging now for like 2 days, and we could lag another day. That's very uncommon. So I would think that we're going to break out of this pretty soon. I'm surprised that we haven't already. Let's see actually, from this day to the current day, this is the longest range that we've been in well over a year. I mean, you can go back and see. I know I've done this. It's been a few videos since I talked about this, but kind of comparing this range to this range over here before we broke upwards. We got into it on this candle. We broke out of it on this one. That was 24 bars. This one here was smaller than that. This range down here before we broke up, that was smaller than that too. In fact, if you went to identify any of these price ranges that have happened, they've all been smaller than the current one. So I would think that we're at the ass end of this. I do think that we are going to break up or down, probably likely down soon, because again, I do think that in this range, it's psyched a lot of people out. To the downside and to the upside, it has psyched a lot of people out. But ultimately, I think the bears are showing their strength right now, or the bears are prevailing, or the bulls are showing weakness, however you want to put it. There were probably a good bit of people who missed their opportunity down here, and they bought once Bitcoin topped. I know I bought on this day. I literally bought on this first topping day, and I sold shortly after for like a 1.5% loss. I could have sold for more, I guess, but I didn't want to mess with it. I did think that we were going to go lower. I have thought that for like since this day here, but I would bet there's a lot of people that bought above this line here, and probably a lot of people, look at the volume, a lot of people bought on this day too. So most people are underwater. They're not that far underwater, so they're not scared. The price goes a little bit lower. That'll trigger some people. You will have some stop losses being in effect, and that will probably send us to our our more immediate crash. I would expect that when the move decides to break, it's going to be a bit faster than what we've been seeing for the past 25 days. But that's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. If you've watched the video this far, I've got something special. I got something special I want to show. I'm very proud of it. I went to the Renaissance Festival. My first time ever going to a Renaissance Festival. I know I'm a full-grown adult, and I've just never actually been to a Renaissance Festival before. But oh man, this thing's, here we go. Yeah. I bought this thing. I bought this. It's called the Grand Master. It's called the Grand Master. It's got like cherry wood here on the tip. This is aluminum wrapped wood right here. Like it's aluminum, but there's wood wrapped around it, like a fine, like thin layer. And then you got a little plastic mouth tip, whatever. But I'm very proud of this, man. I love pipes. I actually do collect pipes. This is my first wood pipe to add to my collection. I only have glass pipes. And the guy told me, glass is crass. Once you go wood, you're not going to go back to that. And I really like this thing, man. Stand and all, it's great. It's freaking great, man. I really do like this a lot. It's going to sit on my mantle here on my desk, actually. And I need to clean off some space and get a better spot for it. But I do smoke. I do like to smoke. I don't smoke tobacco, guys. I do smoke cannabis products, but at the moment I'm not smoking. This thing will probably not see use for quite a while. I don't plan on smoking for quite a while, guys. I wanna kind of take like a year off and just go sober for personal reasons. That's all. But yeah, man, I very much do like this thing a lot. Yeah, it's cool. Anyways, have a good night, everybody. I'm glad I got to show this off to anybody that was watching. It's, you know, it's pretty cool, man. It's very I don't know. It just caught my eye, and yeah. Anyways, take care. Have a good night. Bye bye.